So, I'm going to talk about a concept that may have been confusing to a lot of people in their lives. I know it certainly had me confused for quite a few years, and that's the whole thing about when you feel like you're attracting the same thing over and over, or almost like you keep re-wounding yourself. Um, and it's often some kind of core wound that you got in childhood. And I've been actually pretty grateful lately that things are surfacing, and it's an old wound, but the whole point is that when you gain skills as an adult and you have communication skills and you're, more mature and hopefully have a little bit of spirituality under your belt, you're able to handle that wound in a different way and rewrite it. So when we're children, we kind of don't know to not take things personally. We think something's wrong with us if our parent isn't into us or isn't loving us or treating us the way we deserve. And it's if something really made an impact on you, it'll tend to show up over and over in your life, and that can be pretty frustrating and feel like it's sort of almost irritating that same wound. But the whole point is to get better at it every time it shows up, to the point where it doesn't really need to show up anymore. So I know for me personally, getting my voice, which largely happened through learning compassionate communication, otherwise known as NVC. It used to be nonviolent communication, but they've renamed it. And the format that they encourage us to talk in is I statements, and there's actually so much to it. It's a whole peace movement. Among other things that I've done, of course, I'm very spiritual, and and there's lots of things out there to help us, grow and mature and become emotionally intelligent. And so when you notice something come up and you get really triggered, it's most likely a core wound of some type. And you have the opportunity to do it differently, which is to speak up more, to get in touch with your feelings and your needs and make requests. And usually there's always some dimension of it where we have to talk to ourselves and talk through it, like, this has nothing to do with me, this has to do with the other person, and not to take it personally. And to decide, how can I feel empowered in this situation this time? Do I need to say, you know what, this isn't working for me and I need to leave? Or, I have a request of how this can be resolved between us. And a lot of times, we're just, in our culture, we're not really good at, asking or making those requests that will make it better for us and make it doable. And we often, don't think about, okay, what need am I trying to meet here in this situation, and and feel empowered by voicing ourselves and what we do need and what we are feeling. So, I used to hate those wounds that would keep showing up, especially when it comes to the opposite sex. And now I actually find it fun, like it's a cutting edge learning curve for me, where I get to go, oh wow, this is an opportunity for me to do this differently, kind of like Groundhog Day or something, and to come at it with all the spirituality and maturity and emotional intelligence that I've gained through the years. And so I hope that's encouraging to some of you to release those things and feel a sense of empowerment when they show up, because you do have the skills and what you need as an adult to overcome them.